Okay, we're going. So, first thing I was going to show you is those pictures. Let's see here. All right, that's the place. That's the home. That's the home place right now. It's all bare right up front, but they got trees out there. That's sort of right about where the house used to be, right here. And let's see here if I can get another one.
It's pretty cool to go there though, because I pulled in there.
The next picture.
And
the barn used to be down over here. Your barn?
Yeah.
Barn used to be right over the hill there.
Is the barn gone?
Oh yeah, it's gone. All that's gone. And there's down the road, around the corner from it. If you were looking east, if you went out, would have been your old driveway right here, and then looking down the road towards the east. And then this is looking back west, and this is where the old house is, right down here in this little thing right here. The cabin, remember the cabin?
With Bud's house, yeah.
Yeah, you can't really see it, but it's right in that clump of trees. So the little shed that used to be up here is gone. Remember that shed?
It was
like it was garage.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Oh yeah.
And okay, this is the house that Bud was in is right over in here. So your old house was up in here, but the little cabin's right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bud's little house.
Yeah. And there's what's left of it. It's still there.
What's left of it.
It's pretty rotted out.
Uh-huh.
There's looking into it again.
Uh-huh.
So did Bud build that house, or where'd that house come from?
Yeah, there's the whole bunch.
And there's your family, and you're this one?
Yeah.
That's you? Okay.
Yeah.
Way over here to the, I don't know if that
I was
camera can catch that, but she's right there. The what?
Fat one.
Oh no, you aren't fat there.
Pretty fat.
You looked a lot like your sister here, huh? Is that your sister or your?
That's Sadie.
Sadie, yes.
Yeah. And that's Don.
Don, is Dorothy here?
I'm Pop's holding Dorothy.
Okay. Oh, whoops. So we got, this camera can pick this up. Let's see here. Yeah, right about there. That camera can pick it up. We got Dorothy, Dawn, Vi, Sadie, Mom's right in the middle, right, Ruth? Right here?
There's
That Ruth?
Ruth. And that's Alice.
Alice.
And Francis.
Francis.
Mm-hmm.
And
that best Florence.
Florence.
And Bud. Floyd.
Right.
And Milton.
They're 70s.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got here. That's part of that cabin inside.
Yeah.
So did Bud build the cabin, or where did the cabin come from?
He busted. There was a man that they'd known for years, Fred Birch, and he bought that little piece of ground down there, an acre, I think, and he had the cabin. I don't know who built it. So then Bud bought it back from him.
Oh yeah. Did they ever have any running water or anything in it, or not?
Oh no.
No. So Bud lived in that thing with no water. Did it have electricity? Probably had electricity, huh?
He had electricity in 1937.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I got a few little questions for you here. I was going to ask you, and just in case you don't hear me, you can see what they are.
I'll ask you over.
Yeah. What was your mother like?
I always say she's very busy.
Yeah.
She's a lot of fun.
Mhm. Like what she do? What was the most fun?
Well, she had a pretty good personality. She had to have that many kids.
Right.
And
older sister.
And she was over here.
Was she?
Uh-huh,
Okay.
yeah. What kind of things did she enjoy doing?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what if she enjoyed it, but she sure did a lot of canning.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. She put, even canned meat, and probably around 500 2-quart jars.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
So did you have any community out there? Was she involved in the community?
Yeah,
Or?
we had, we didn't have church, but we had the PTA,
Uh-huh.
and they met at the school every month. And we'd have a program and refreshment afterwards, sometimes potluck.
And where was your school?
Who was in school? All these kids.
Yeah, but where was it? Where was the school at?
Where was it? About a mile and a half towards Silverton
Mm-hmm.
from the home place.
Oh, really? So what was the name of it?
Silver Cliff.
Silver Cliff.
Uh-huh.
So was it all grades or what?
Yeah,
All grades from first grade to
first grade through the 8th.
eighth? And then from there we went to high school then, or what?
Yeah, well, they didn't have any way to get to high school until I was about 16,
Uh-huh.
and then they put the buses on.
Oh, really?
And then I started high school. I went the first year to state, and then I didn't graduate, but I went 2.5 years to Silverton.
No, but they married into it, just like.
Seth, can you just peek your eye on that, make sure it's still going? My battery has got dead. It's just on the, you'll have to look through the viewfinder. Still good?
Yeah, I still have full battery, yeah.
Okay, good. So you went to state into school?
Just like Charlotte will be your aunt.
And then Silverton.
Okay, so did they have, did the kids walk to school in grade school?
Yeah, we walked to school.
Really? Was it
was
up?
farther
Was
than
it
that. It was 2.5 miles.
2.5 miles each way and the snow uphill?
Huh?
Uphill both ways?
No,
I'm just kidding.
yeah,
All as far as.
partway was up, yeah.
I'll bet that was
I remember
interesting.
one year, there was 2.5 feet of snow, and we didn't go to school for a couple of weeks, because we couldn't, too much snow for us to walk to school.
Really?
It was kind of rugged living.
Yeah, but you didn't know it though, did you?
Sure.
You did know it?
We walked.
Did you know it was rugged then?
Huh?
Did you know it was rugged then?
No, didn't know any other way.
Yeah.
Did you guys get to drive very often to town? Did you get to ride in a car very often to town?
Huh?
Did you get to go to town very often in your car?
Did you travel much to town in your car?
After we got the car, yeah, well, we go to Silverton and Salem.
Yeah.
Pop wasn't a very good driver.
Did he scare you guys?
He had, one time, he went to Silverton and Floyd Fox had the dairy out there, and he had the dairy truck parked right by it, and I think Pop backed into him, and he said he just didn't look where he was going.
Oh, did he blame it on the other guy, you mean, or
Yeah.
what? Oh, really?
And the truck was sitting still.
Were you with him?
No.
No. And what kind of work did your mother do on the farm?
She did the
Should say, what did you raise? What did you raise on the farm?
oh, Pop did the gardening. He
Uh-huh.
raised a pretty good garden, but they had to carry water, to water it because
Right.
all we had was a well.
Oh, really?
But she did milk the cows.
Oh,
How many
was his
cows?
dad when he died?
Oh, I think it,
He was in.
I remember, I think he had about, I don't know, 2 or 3.
2 or 3 cows?
And she used to sell cream. A man would come out from Silverton, and I guess, I don't remember, I think it was about once a week, and pick up the cream in
Oh, really?
cans. and they had a separator that separated the cream from the milk.
Did you operate that separator?
Oh, sure.
Because we used to have to crank those things, yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's an old neighbor lived back, well, he's the one that Pop bought the place from. His name was Henry Hankey. And he lived, all his family left him.
How would you like a name like that, Seth? Henry Hankey. That's who they bought their farm from. So that was.
But Pop bought I think 130 acres.
And what year was that?
When he was when he got the land up there.
Yeah. What year? About what year?
It must have been, I think, about maybe around 1900.
Okay, that's what I thought. So did he build the barn then?
Oh yeah.
You guys? Oh wow. Was that a community effort, or is that just a family did that?
I can't really remember who built it, but I do remember that Mom used to save milk and let it sour and make cottage cheese, you know. And this old man, Henry Hankey, made pancakes. I guess all he ate.
Oh, really?
And he used to come over, walk over, and there was a big granite pot, and like a great big coffee pot, and get sour milk for his pancake. Yeah. And I remember I used to pay Mom, I think, 50 cents.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's probably good money then, huh?
Yeah. And his wife left him, and he had several kids. And when he was an old German. And when the kids get big enough, they all leave home.
Huh. So what other things did you raise on the farm, or was it just all undeveloped?
No, well, Pop had a nice apple orchard.
Okay, yeah.
And I remember we had a cherry tree, and
he grew prunes, plums too, huh?
plums, yeah, prune tree.
Right. I remember seeing his invention, his tree shaker.
Yeah, that was it. Prune picker.
Yeah. Catcher, yeah.
Yeah. And they never could raise very good corn.
Really?
But and I can't remember if he raised all of our potatoes. I think he did.
What?
He was better at making lumber than farming.
Yeah, well, tell me about that, about the lumber. Was that because of the Depression or what?
No, when they came up to Silverton and bought seaboard to the mills in the center. And then he found this timberland that Mr. Hankey had. So when he bought it, they had the mill down about a mile under the hill.
Right.
And they lived in, I guess they built shacks down there to live in. And remember Uncle George?
No, I don't.
Okay. He and Aunt Josie lived out there, and I think Mom's brother and Uncle George had money in the mill. And so then they cut all the timber down there, which is about a mile away. And then Pop went up to the place where you were, and he moved the mill over across the road, and he leased that land from Jake Severson. Then he started cutting the timber around there.
Really?
Up there, and then he built the house. And I was.
So he built a house out of the timber he did, or?
Yeah.
Okay, and the barn as well?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I was the first child born in the new house.
Really?
So it was built.
And nobody has any pictures of that house?
No,
Huh?
it was just a shame. Patty has one that
Well, she drew
she
one.
drew.
Right.
That's the closest we have.
Be careful there, son.
But wouldn't they have one on the county
And
seat?
No. That's too far back. So, I heard too that, did he put some, I heard that some of the lumber went to building or they built a cabin over at Silver Creek Falls. Have you heard that?
who willed it?
That there was that he supplied some lumber for the park?
It could be, I don't know.
Are you okay? I
But
don't.
Pop made awful good lumber.
Yeah. So I don't know where I heard that from, but
And
I saw part of the mill down there years ago before they sold it out. It was down over the hill there.
Yeah, I think when Pop was in his 70s, he sold the mill.
Yeah. Well, what was your first date like?
I think I was, I don't know. I think it was probably, we had when we were teenagers, we had a square dance club.
Uh-huh.
So I used to go.
Check out the boys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was over in, when Mr. Hankey got old and couldn't live alone, his daughter took him, he lived here at Troutdale. So then Hubbard's had bought the place and they let us have that old house for square dancing.
Hang on, I'll be right back. I gotta check and see if this says how many minutes is on it. I can tell. Okay, I'm gonna stop this.